Hi. Alrighty. So today's Friday, January 3rd, 2014. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about my New Year's resolutions and share those with you guys. So I've always sort of had this love, not love relationship with New Year's resolutions. Just this idea that there's something that I want to do for just a whole year or try it out, or that I need the calendar year to flip in order to begin doing something new. So I just wanted to sort of vocalize that. I've always had this sort of struggle with this New Year resolution combination thing. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But this year I've decided that I'm going to set some concrete things that I really want to do. It's my 5 years on testosterone in a couple weeks, and I've had a lot on my mind about that, just with physical wise and emotionally, now that I've graduated from college, and this will be my first full year as a non-student. I have a lot of sort of emotional and education-wise goals. So, the physical things first. I really want to explore more fun haircuts, and I'm going to start tomorrow. I actually am going to have my coworker cut my hair, and I'm going to do some crazy hairstyles, because basically for the past few years my hair's been thinning. See, you can see that, and it's not anything drastic, and it's just thinner on top, and I've been paranoid about it, and it doesn't look like that in the video or anything, but I've always had this weird insecurity about my hair, and so thus I've always had like these sort of tame hairstyles, and I've been growing it out, and then I'll cut it short when I feel like it's too thin when I grow it out, and now I'm just like, you know what, I have hair, and I'm eventually going to lose it, so I'm just going to do all the hairstyles that I've wanted to do, that I haven't been doing since I started testosterone, because I'm afraid of balding, and why do I have this fear of balding? It's not a big deal! So, starting tomorrow, we'll see what that brings. Okay, so the working out and losing weight goal. So I don't actually want to lose weight, but I want to actually finally strive for the physical body that I idealize. You know, I'm already like a pretty small guy, and if you see my fitness pictures that I post on my Tumblr sometimes, you know, you can tell like muscle does show up on me. But I really want to see how I keep messing with my hair. It's because I know I'm going to cut it. Just saying, my haircut's going to look something like this. It's my Harry Styles moment. Or something like that. Hey, Taylor Swift, what's up? So anyway, right. I want to get physically fit. I am physically fit, and I'm healthy, and I'm active. But I'd really like to actually like build up a little bit of muscle mass. So not lose weight. I'd like to stay the same weight, lose the fat, gain the muscle. And I've joined the gym. I've been going there. It just physically makes me feel better. And I also have spent a lot of time where my weight just fluctuates by like 10 pounds. And at the lower dip of that, when I can like see my muscles more, I feel really confident and good. But then like, you know, sometimes it gets a little higher. And I don't beat myself up over it. But I'm just like, oh, I don't really want to go to the beach today and take off my shirt. But I do anyway, because I love my body, and I want to love it in a way that I can sort of meet it halfway. We'll see how much muscle I can gain. I'm not going to force anything, but I'm just going to try it out. Just to try it out and feel good. Feel good about it. Other physical thing, I want to go on a legitimate hiking trip, and I'm going to ask one of my good friends who I know she hikes and has camped more, because I've only like camped at like a campsite, like, you know, and then go on hikes from there, but like, you know, not like backpacking. I want to go on a legitimate backpacking trip this summer. That's what I really want to do. Something that I try to do all the time, but that I'm going to consciously try to do, is to carry the positive forward and not dwell on the negative. I have a very difficult time shaking off negative things, but I've gotten a lot better. But there's a difference between shaking off negative things and focusing on the positive. So if something bad happens in my day, then I just kind of settle for, okay, like the rest of the day, like I'll reflect on that, but overall it just won't be a good day. I want to change that to being like, okay, something really good happened, and this was still a good and worthwhile day, and if something really good didn't happen, then I want to make it so something really good happens, and I feel really good about something that happened that day, so that I can bring that positive moment or moments forward to my next day rather than bringing up that, like, oh, he said this and I felt really bad about myself moment. So I'm really going to consciously try and do that. That's not just for a year. That's just more for a lifetime kind of thing. I really want to write more poetry. I've been slacking on that. Been working on my music. I've been working on some t-shirts and stuff. But I gotta be inspired. So I'm gonna do more things that allow me to be inspired, which is mostly pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I'm very comfortable in this zone, and I need to just like get out of it. And I did a lot of that this past year. I'm gonna want to do even more of it this year. I just want to like, there's certain things that I really know that I need to do for myself and want to do for myself, like really take that time to be alone with myself and define myself as a whole. So that's gonna be very complicated, but I'm hoping that when I make the leap to move to Boston, I'll just like open up this eggshell of all these different things that I need to, you know, I didn't really think this thought through before I started talking about this. So I'm just going to open up this eggshell that inside of it there will be, you know, I really didn't think that whole metaphor through, but I'm going to move to Boston and I'm going to figure out something and a lot of things and get pushed out of my comfort zone. So those are just a few things that I'm going to be thinking about and doing this year, both physically and emotionally. I definitely would love to hear if you have any resolutions and what those are. And 2013 for me, basically to sum it all up, was a roller coaster. I'm very proud of graduating college, and I'm very happy to have this autonomy of living on my own and having a job and being self-sustaining. But there's definitely a lot more to explore, and so I'm just going to keep on exploring. So, see you next time. I'll be back sooner. That's actually another resolution of mine, is I should make more consistent YouTube videos. So maybe I will.